Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel that you're able to let go. To let go of any worries, any stress, any concerns, and just give permission to allow your mind to go with the flow, to enable your future to be better than your past. That when you breathe in, you're breathing in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And just feel that whatever is holding you back is leaving your body in that outward breath. As you imagine just breathing in and breathing out to feel like a transfusion of emotion. You're breathing in the resources that your mind needs right now and letting go of those things that aren't you anyway. As you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to wonder just how much is connected to ideas that were planted in your childhood that you never really chose. You just stumbled across certain choices and behaviors. That behavior led to habits. That habit led to a feeling like it was you when it never was. Feel your eyelids getting heavier and heavier. Keep your body exactly where it is as you imagine that your imagination is floating up out of your body into the sky. Perhaps you could imagine your own home from above. And just imagine floating through the sky. High up, you can see roads and houses, cities and countryside. And just imagine floating and flying towards the Welsh countryside. Maybe you can see in the distance rugged mountains, maybe even the coast. But I want you to see a scenic pass, rolling hills, picturesque countryside, and just float down until you find the perfect place. The place that your unconscious mind feels is safe, calm and relaxing. And maybe there's blue skies. As it feels how it would feel if you were there on a spring day. I want you to walk there in that countryside to a place of pure comfort and relaxation. As for some reason your imagination is creating the most comfortable bed you've ever seen there in the Welsh countryside. Logically, you know it shouldn't be there, and yet it is a comfy bed. And just imagine how you would feel climbing onto that bed, either resting on the surface or pulling covers over you, head on a pillow, just relaxing into a dream-like sleep. As 5, your eyelids get heavier and heavier. 4, just release the tension in your jaw. 3, all the muscles from your neck and shoulders all the way down your arms, just relax. Now, to internal organs or relax, letting go of any tension, and then 1 all the way down your legs. And imagine in that dreamlike sleep, you're imagining a future where things don't change. That all of these beliefs and ideas and habits and unconscious triggers continue in exactly the way they have been. I want you to think about, not every day, but those times where you drink to excess, either in a single night or perhaps over several days. I want you to observe as that future version of you is doing things having crossed the line that bring you misery, anxiety, shame, embarrassment, or real consequences. Just be an observer and see, because there is a part of you that has had the false belief that drinking is fun, and came to the wrong conclusion that if a few drinks are fun, then a lot of drinks are really fun. But that isn't quite true. As I want you to jump forward to possibilities of what happens when the line is crossed. I want you to see lethargy, moodiness, anxiety. I want you to see that version of you that is jeopardizing the relationships you value the most. I want you to go forward in this timeline, perhaps a few years into the future, and I want you to see yourself clearly having crossed the line, but doing so in proximity to a young child. As you look on, I want you to feel that you are somehow setting an example to this young child that increases the probability of detrimental things happening in their future. I want you to take the perspective of that young child, maybe being just 4, 5, 6 years old, and seeing you how you are being obnoxious, rude, confrontational. And I want you to feel in that moment something is being tainted. Your favorite food isn't desirable if someone sneezes on it. A work of art is no longer priceless if someone cuts it. And from this perspective of being a child, I want you to see admiration and love is somehow diluted in that moment. And then feel that how much fun is it if the future is harming the things you value the most. Breathe in and breathe out. Go forwards in time. And I want you to imagine observing just a possibility, but a possibility that is only possible for the version of you that crosses the line consistently. I want you to see that possibility irretrievably, harshly and negatively affecting your life. And just in the same way that if an egg is broken, it can never go back in the shell. I want you to feel that in this moment, this probability is permanently, irretrievably, harshly and negatively affecting your life forever, that the toothpaste can never be put back in the tube. And at this point in time, as you being the observer, feels that enough is enough, and you will do whatever it takes to avoid this being your destiny. Let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to rewind it all the way back to the present moment. And I want you to see you working with that part that is normally the party animal, the hedonist, that part of you that loved to cross the line. I want you to imagine that that part is no longer a saboteur but an ally, and that part has a new mission. And that mission is to help you maximize enjoyment in your life without crossing the line. I want you to seek that part within you, the part that has been responsible for drinking to excess, that competitive, intense part. And when that part is ready to come to the forefront and listen to my words, let me know when they are present. And when they're there, nod your head. That's it. And I know you have not just a good intention, but perhaps the best intention. You are a champion of joy, fun, and happiness. It's been your mission for years to ensure that things don't get mundane and boring, that things don't get stale. You've taken pride in being that cocktail of chaos that leads to fun experiences and unpredictable situations. And I want to thank you for that role, because many times that's exactly what you created. But let's collide that with the other side. I want you to feel that you're accessing all those harsh hangovers. I want you to collide with the consequences of those confrontational events. I want you to feel that anxiety of not being able to look at your phone or take a call. I want you to feel that if this continues, you might be a source of disappointment or shame or embarrassment to the people you love the most. And I'm wondering if you're willing to take on a new mission, an empowered challenge, a challenge where your job is to ensure more fun than ever before. Because your job now, if you dare to take it, is to have the fun without the consequences, to get close to the line without crossing it, to have all of the upside without the downside. It was easy before because you didn't have to deal with the consequences. But if you dare to take on such a difficult challenge, to increase the hedonism, increase the fun, increase the joy, without crossing the line, then let me know by nodding your head. It won't be easy, but I have confidence that all of these years of practice could then be added to that other part of you that takes pride in self-control, discipline, discernment. Allow these parts to fuse together to create a superpower. And then imagine going forward in your future where even if it's big celebrations, you're getting the balance just right. Avoiding all of that meaningless alcohol, drinking alone, drinking early. Feel that if you're going to drink, you want to maximize all of the upside without the downside. There'll be a time where pacing is the right thing, and there'll be a time when intensity is the right thing, but always tapered with this idea that you are responsible for not crossing the line. And by not crossing the line, isn't it true that you have more fun than ever before? Because now you have the fun without the consequences. You get to avoid future shame, embarrassment, fatigue, and low energy. You get to avoid it all, but only if you're willing to step up to this difficult challenge. And if you are, let me know by nodding your head. And this isn't just about excess drinking in a single night. This might be crossing the line means that you drink on one day but not the next. Or maybe you drink on one day and make the next day super healthy. You're responsible for finding that balance. And when that's fully activated, just know that you won't get it right every time, but when you get it wrong, that's where you'll learn to improve the probability of getting it right the next time. I want you to get a sense that feeling like if you've made one mistake once is an excuse to make more mistakes is a cowardly thing to do. Because it's saying that you're a failure and you've given up. I want you to unlock that desire in you to never give up. That competitive part that says, I will hold this responsibility forever. I will not fail at this challenge. And if you're willing to step into that role and step up to that responsibility, let me know by nodding your head. And then feel like you're returning to that wonderful countryside there in the Welsh hills, taking these changes with you, feeling a desire, a resolve to raise that standard, to ensure your future is brighter and better than ever before. Float up and start feeling like you're traveling through the sky all the way back to this present moment, acknowledging that this has been a journey of thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams. And as you feel like you're integrating with the present moment, taking this change back with you, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.